Hey guys, so welcome back for another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2018 dark comedy, The Happytime Murders. So this is a movie directed by Brian Henson. For those who don't know, Brian Henson is the son of Muppets creator Jim Henson, and this is a film that's actually done by the Jim Henson Company. So this is a film that I thought had a lot of potential. When I first heard the concept, I thought it sounded absolutely hilarious. Now, if you don't like dark humor, you don't like dark comedy, then it's probably not the movie for you. It probably wasn't a good concept for you to begin with. For me personally, I love dark humor. I think dark humor is absolutely hilarious, and I thought this was a really good concept, and I think it is a really good concept still. To be frank, it flopped. It's doing horrible at the box office right now. Critics alike aren't liking the film, and I can't really blame them. The premise of it is a really good premise. For those who don't know, The Happytime Murders is a film which basically involves a world where puppets are living animate creatures, and they are kind of treated as second-class citizens. And it follows a detective who is a puppet named Phil Phillips, who is a disgraced puppet officer on the police force, who now works as a private eye. And basically, there's this TV show in this universe known as the Happytime Gang, and the cast is being murdered one by one. Hence the title, The Happytime Murders. Basically, his former partner, who's played by Melissa McCarthy, is and him are not on good terms. They did not end things on good terms due to an event in the movie, which, if you see it, you will uncover. And basically, to be honest, what I think they were trying to do is they were trying to go with a disgruntled officer, partners and stuff relationship, and it kind of just, that's the best way I can put it. It's just, it kind of fell flat, like the movie overall. The first half of I will be honest, the first half of the film is really good. It follows basically Phil Phillips' character, and he really drives the story. A puppet drives the story. And it works well because his character's a very good character. It honestly isn't until the second half of the film, I'd say roughly about the halfway point, and the second half of the film where Melissa McCarthy's character kind of tries to drive it. And I don't really think her character fit very well. And that's no offense to Melissa McCarthy. I don't think that she's a bad actress. I think that she's had a lot of really good successes. I loved her in Spy. I loved her in The Boss. This movie, I just kind of felt like it fell a little flat, to be honest. I don't think they used her character well. There's a huge storyline, which I'm not going to reveal. There's actually two huge storylines, but they relate to each other with her character that are basically revealed around the halfway point of the film. And it actually adds a really interesting dynamic, and they do nothing with it. It's one of those things where basically it's like, oh wow, this is going to be really interesting. I wonder how they're going to play this out. And then you get into it, and it's like, where is it? What happened? It's gone. It's never mentioned again. There's a lot of things this film could have done differently. I don't think Melissa McCarthy was the actress to go with here. I don't think her character was really needed to make this film work. I think they kind of went there with star power. I know a lot of the other reviews for the film is that it kind of fell flat because of whatever reason. A lot of people feel that the concept was really interesting, but that it was wasted, and I have to agree with that. I mean, that's pretty much what I've been saying. Overall, good things are Phil Phillips' character, who is the main character. Technically, he's the puppet. His character is really good. It's a really interesting character. A lot of his jokes, you could say, are actually relatively funny. I do actually think the puppets whoever was controlling the puppets did a good job. I do think that they, I mean, it's the Jim Henson Company, so I expect that. But it's worth noting. The pacing of the film actually isn't bad. It's actually pretty good pacing. It's just wasted opportunities with the writing. Honestly, most of the problems of this film, I would say, are writing problems. I think if you fix those problems, you could have actually made a really good film. Again, this is a really good concept. It just kind of felt wasted. Overall, I don't hate the film. I think it wasn't great, but I do think that there are actually some good parts to the film. I think there's some good things about it. So I would probably give it about roughly a probably gonna be about a 2.4. I have to say, out of 5 stars. Um, I don't think it's good enough that it's above the 50% mark, but I don't think it's necessarily that far away from it. It has a lot of flaws, but again, there are some things that I think really help pull it out and pull it back up. Some of the jokes again are really funny, and again, Phil Phillips' character is really really good. I just think there are other things that could have been done a lot differently with it. This is a film I wouldn't recommend going to see in theaters. If you're in the dark comedy, it's not the worst thing in the world to watch. Maybe rent it when it comes out on DVD. Not really a movie I think you need to rent, nor do I think it's a movie that you need to go and see in theaters. It's a movie that if it's on TV and you haven't seen it before, watch it. If there's nothing else on, watch it. I wouldn't pay money to see it again though. That's my personal opinion. I wouldn't pay money to go see it if I were you. I wouldn't pay money to go see it in theaters. I wouldn't pay money to rent it. But if it's on TV, give it a shot. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching another video. I appreciate the viewership. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe. So as always, you stay classy. Have a good night. See you next time.